Welcome back. This is the story we had debated today, and today the All India Institute of Medical Sciences has changed its mind. They are withdrawing the SOPs that were streamlining medical care arrangement for sitting MPs. Essentially, what these SOPs had done was to institute a position of a duty officer in the emergency room, specially for these MPs. And it is this duty manager who would have a direct hotline with the specialists, with the head of departments, and could get the MPs direct appointments without them having to go through a procedure. Now, as soon as this circular was issued by the new chairperson of the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, by the new director of the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, it is the resident doctors who had become very angry. They had said, look, this is nothing but VVIP culture playing out at India's premier institute. Now, do remember that if you ever go to the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, this is one of India's largest and most prestigious hospitals. When people lose hope anywhere they are in the country, they will take a train, a bus, an airplane ride, gather whatever money they have, and travel all the way to the All India Institute of Medical Sciences in the hope that they'll get treated here, they'll get better here. In fact, the waiting period for an operation at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences in many cases is 1 to 2 years, and even just to get to the OPD or get to the emergency room will take some time. That's the amount of crowds that the All India Institute of Medical Sciences draw, which is why the criticism that, you cannot have hierarchy in public life. A member of parliament is as much as a citizen as a villager who has come all the way from Rajasthan or Karnataka to the All India Institute of Medical Sciences. So this, they said, is the worst kind of VVIP culture. That order, as I said, has now been reversed. Let me try and see if we have any... all right. I do believe we have Dr. Rohan Krishna, who is joining us on the broadcast. Dr. Krishna, it was yesterday resident doctors like you who were very upset with the order that the All India Institute of Medical Sciences had issued. A minor victory won? I mean, a minor victory for you?
Yes, obviously. You see that this move by the director AIIMS Delhi was not at all required for. I don't think that there was any formal complaints by any member of parliaments or ministers that they have been denied treatment or they have been given any kind of bad treatment or any kind of ignorance at AIIMS New Delhi. There is already a streamlined process for them, and we try to be as polite as possible towards them. But obviously, when we have limited resources, we cannot give them garlands and we cannot welcome them like anything. Any citizen of India is VIP, and for when it comes to medical health, we have to treat illnesses based on the severity of the illnesses and give preference accordingly, and no other factor can come in between. So I think that our demand, we also wrote to the Honorable Health Minister yesterday, and our sole demand was to take back the letter with immediate effect, and we are satisfied with the response which we have got.
Okay, before I let you go, you're claiming this is a minor victory, but let me ask you this. There are people who have argued, how is this VVIP culture? Fact is that an MP is chosen by 20 lakh people. He represents his constituency. And if you're extending him the courtesy of some special treatment at a government hospital, then it is akin to extending that courtesy to the 20 lakh people who have voted for him. Is that a logic that you buy, given, the other argument also made was that this, your MPs need to be as fit as a fiddle so that they can carry on with the work that they have been deputed to do by the people of this country. So how is this VVIP culture?
I think that this is an absurd argument, and it holds no value, because for me, my mother, my father, my children, if they be member of parliament or if they become homeless, their pain, their agony, their everything will be of similar nature. So for any citizen of this country, if they are having some problems, if they are requiring medical attention, and that too in a system which is already so much over-exhausted, as you yourself told that it takes around 6 months and a year to take an appointment at AIIMS New Delhi, I think that it is very unfortunate that such arguments come in our country, because MPs are being given free of cost treatment to go to any private hospital. They can go to abroad. Even jailed victims such as Lalu Prasad Yadav is getting treatment in Singapore and so on. I don't want to take names, but I think that this is absurd when it comes to medical system, that too in a government setup. I think that the preference should be given to patient based on their illness, and every citizen of this country should be treated as a VIP patient, and that should be the end of it. If there is a normal protocol that you have to get yourself registered, you have to wait in the queue, I think that that process should be respected as it is being respected in any of the foreign
Okay.
countries. This happens only in India.
Okay. Okay, VVIP culture is everywhere in India, Dr. Rohan Krishnan. We are so used to it that we shrug it off. Thank you very much for joining us. Aviral Mathur, you were with us on the show yesterday, but the jury yesterday was divided on whether what AIIMS has done, the SOPs it has issued for streamlining medical treatment for sitting members of parliament. There were people who argued that this really is not an instance of VVIP culture, that these people need to be okay to do the job they have been entrusted with.
Okay.
Are you
Hi,
happy
good
with what
evening.
has happened today?
Good evening, Shikha. Thank you for having me again. I am very glad and elated right now. I was just coming back from the hospital when I got the news that the notice has been withdrawn, and we were so happy. We have just tweeted it, and we welcome this decision. We believe that a voice of reason and resolve can never go down in this country. The democratic process is very strong, and therefore, if we feel that we need to voice any concern again in future, we will be up for it.
Okay, we'll leave it there for the moment. Thank you very much. So the All India Institute of Medical Sciences has reversed its order that it had issuing SOPs for treatment to members of parliament. That order now stands withdrawn after much outrage. Thank you very much, Dr. Aviral, for joining us. It was resident doctors who first had said this is a case of VVIP culture and therefore you cannot have SOPs like this in place.